I recently made a video comparing the book versus the movie version of Stephen King's Salem Lot, and I'm going to talk a little bit about what went into recreating this scene. If it fits! Vampires obviously don't have my lovely, vibrant, tanned skin, and so I needed to pale myself up a bit. I was originally going to try and go full Barlow, but when I started adding the items I would need to pull that off to my cart, I decided since I don't make any money off of these videos, I would not do that, and settled on good old Danny Glick. I bought this cheap Halloween makeup kit and thought I could make it work. Normally this is something I would ask Greg Johnson to do for me, but I wasn't sure when I would actually have the chance to film it, so I decided why not try it myself. If you're watching this, Greg, how did I do? Don't judge me. I used white with a little bit of gray mixed in, and then I tried to darken and redden around my eyes. Apparently everyone in my family came to join me as well. Then I applied my vampire teeth. Again, a cheap pair I bought off Amazon. I had to mix a little gluey paste together and then hold them onto my canines for 3 to 5 minutes. They actually held really well. The gunky glue was a little difficult to get off after, but I think that's only because I bite my nails and I didn't have any nail left to peel it off with. By this time it was dark, so I had to set up my shot. I shot this on my red Komodo because I'm still trying to get used to it, both filming with it and post-production workflow. I set up the teleprompter and I used my 35mm pointed at my kitchen window. It's the only window in my house that I could feasibly get to with just a step stool and not a ladder. Well, I could have used the windows in the front of my house, but then I have neighbors. I don't want them thinking I'm any more of a maniac than they already do. I was worried that the lighting outside would get complicated, but I only had to use 2 of my panel lights, one from up and behind for a hair light, and also to illuminate the fog, and the other side lighting my face. And then I had my trusty assistant running the fog machine. I'm still getting a lot of noise in my image, and it's not the black shading. I am black shading my camera, but I think I figured it out. The Komodo doesn't have a native ISO, and I was adjusting that, seeing it on my monitor, and thinking I was adjusting the image, but I wasn't. The ISO doesn't affect the actual exposure, so I'm a little older now and a little wiser, and I know a little bit better about the exposure monitors on the camera, which I researched from this video. The other problem I clearly had was my focus. I didn't nail it. What I need to get is a Teradek or a longer SDI cable, then I can have my monitor closer to me and adjust the focus with my follow focus. Or I could buy a lens that would allow me to use the Komodo's autofocus. Money, 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 money. And now if you want to see how I attended the 3rd Academy Awards, you can click on that video right there. Or there, where have I put it? I don't know.